In every sport, there are many people that are good at the game. There are far fewer that are great. And then there are those precious few that go beyond great. Those that are so immersed in the sport that it consumes them. They are the specialists.
I'm Bill Gibson, Director of Gun Dog Operations at Mossy Oak Kennels. I've been training Labrador Retrievers now for about 19 years for the general public, and before that just myself for a number of years. I started out in high school duck hunting. Back then we had mostly wood ducks here in Clay County. And when I graduated from high school, I went in the military. When I got back out, I took up duck hunting again, and I started buying my own labs and training my own labs and hunting with my own labs, and just continued from there over the years. I always had a lab, maybe 2 labs, and took them duck hunting, took them dove hunting. And 1999, 2000, along in there, I started training for other people. And during that time, we traveled overseas to Ireland and ran in the Irish International, in the Atlantic Cup, and then numerous working tests around Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. And we won the Irish International and the Atlantic Cup. So we were victorious on that, and then after that, I kind of went out on my own, just training in the yard. And I live next door to Toxie Hayes with Mossy Oak, and I started training for him. And we started talking about opening a dog kennel. Here we are. We opened Mossy Oak Kennels about 1.5 years ago. A typical day at Mossy Oak Kennels begins about 8 o'clock in the morning. We arrive at the kennel, we immediately feed the dogs, we clean the kennels, and then we move on, pick the bowls up and wash all the bowls, wash all the water dishes, and from there we start training. Our first step in our training at the kennel, if it's our dog, begins in about 6 weeks, and we teach sit. The way we teach sit to the young pups like that is using the food bowl. We fill their food bowl up, we swish the food around in the bowl with our hand, get a human scent on the food, and then we hold the bowl up and tell the young pup to sit. If he does not sit, we move closer to him, and in a short distance, his head will come up and he will sit. When he sits, then we start to let the bowl down. If he moves, we pick it back up and make him sit again. And finally, we get to the point that we can set the bowl down and then give the command okay, and on the command okay, he'll eat. And that's our first training session for pups that we keep at the kennel. We offer level 1 training, which is your basic obedience training and short retrieves. And then from there we move up to level 2 training, which continues with the short retrieves, but we move to multiple short retrieves. And at the same time, we stress obedience and steadiness through level 2. When we finish with level 2, we have what we call a started gun dog. From there, we move up to our level 3 training, which is the not quite finished gun dog, but above started gun dog. And there we go into push-pull drills, which is teaching the dog to sit on the whistle, come to us on the whistle, sit when we blow the whistle, and then give a back command, and the dog should go back and pick the dummy. From there we progress to stopping on the whistle, going lefts, rights, and backs. And then when we get to level 4, we start on blind retrieves. When they finish level 4, they should be a finished dog. They'll be doing blinds out to 100, 125 yards, plus they'll be stopping on the whistle and taking hand signals. And that's basically a summation of our 4 levels. When I train a dog and I turn it back over to the owner handler, and the dog develops into a really nice hunting dog and does a really good job for the owner handler, I can't describe the feeling that gives you. It's such a good feeling to know that you have accomplished that over a period of 3, 4, 5 months. And there's just nothing to describe the feeling you get when that happens, and they send you an email or send you a letter telling you how well their dog is doing and how other people are bragging on their dog and things of that nature. Being a specialist in my field of dog training means to me that I can train a dog to a level that it's steady in the blind, it's steady to shot, it's steady to fall, it goes when told, it stops on the whistle, it takes casts left, right, and back, and it takes blinds out to 100, 125 yards. And if I can accomplish that with my specialized form of training, then I have won the day. My name is Bill Gibson, and I have been training Labrador Retrievers for somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 55 years. I started when I was a young man. I'm 73 years old now, so it's been quite a while since I started, and I hope to have another 50 years of training before I pass on.